Beer News. Hello friends that like beer. In the beer news of the issue 88 of the Sobre Cerveja com Professor Cesar Peixoto program, we highlight. The first news is that now we will have two videos on Mondays. The original Portuguese beer news called Notícias Cervejeiras and its English version named Beer News. The goal is to broaden the channel's reach by attracting the many foreign contacts we have on Twitter. As it could not be otherwise, the theme is still the Belohorizontina crisis. As the investigation found contamination by diethylene glycol in the water of the Baker factory, the court decided to ban the factory and all its production, regardless of the label. Measures aimed at preserving consumer safety, such as banning the factory and removing contaminated products from circulation, are very important. But what is crucial for backers, consumers, the company, and the beer market is the conclusion of the investigation. Everyone needs to know, without question or speculation, how the contamination occurred and who is responsible. The program Sobre Cerveja com Professor Cesar Peixoto is already concerned about the delay of the investigation in pointing out conclusions. The market for non-alcoholic beers is growing worldwide. It is worth remembering that we are in the middle of a dry January, the January campaign without alcohol in the United Kingdom. A magazine of great circulation in Brazil has just published its weekly edition with the theme on the cover. Carlsberg, the world's fourth largest brewery by volume, has just launched a new alcohol-free label, Pilsner Nordic, in a beautiful dark blue can. Brazilian brewery Dádiva also launched an alcohol-free golden ale. Also among Brazilian craft breweries, Leuven Brewery has two alcohol-free labels, an American wheat and a fruit beer. And also, Walls Brewery launched Session Free, an alcohol-free session IPA. England's St. Peter's Brewery already has a successful label, Without. But they decided to extend the reach of his alcohol-free label by launching three versions: the original, the gold, and the elderberry and the raspberry. Heineken 0.0, which was already successful in Europe and in the United States, even sponsoring Formula 1, arrived in Brazil this year, 2020. Brooklyn Brewery launched its first non-alcoholic beer called Special Effects on the European market. Brewdog Brewery has some non-alcoholic labels, including a version of its successful Punk IPA. And AB InBev has just launched a zero-alcohol version of its classic Lef, a Belgian icon in Abbey beers, known for their high alcohol content. Good news for the Brazilian market. Microbreweries in Rio Grande do Sul gain a reduction in the tax burden, an initiative that should be followed by other states. The government of Rio Grande do Sul reduced the tax burden in the calculation of tax substitution in order to increase the competitiveness of state microbreweries. The benefit is intended only for breweries with a monthly production of up to 200,000 liters. The effect on the market is fantastic. As microbreweries can practice lower prices, larger craft breweries, which have better margins, will be forced to reduce their margins and deliver a more interesting price to the end customer. The tax exception must also occur in distribution and at the point of sale in order to have increasingly better prices for consumers and increased consumption as a whole. In England, the government is preparing a 1.50 million fund to support British pubs. The focus is on community pubs, common in rural areas and small towns. According to the government, pubs are essential in the construction of British society, and far from major centers, the importance is even greater. The community pub is a meeting place for local people as well as a collective effort to deliver products and services. This was the beer news from issue 88 of the program Sobre Cerveja com Professor Cesar Peixoto.
Sobre cerveja, informação, entretenimento e os prazeres do mundo cervejeiro. A apresentação, Professor Cesar Peixoto.